this next guy, this story's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna do it anyway, and I'm gonna amp it up, because I said it last month too. I'm his PR person, man. I mean, I promote this guy everywhere I go because he is just awesome.
Yes,
He's a former Marine.
Yes, he is.
And this is the story. It's because we're all talking stories right now. So I'm watching my favorite show, Fox and Friends. See this guy on, big muscly guy, talking about mental toughness. Like, nice. So then my mother calls me from Sarasota, Florida. Now my mother was born in the Washington, D.C. area, but her father is from Long Island. So she's got that accent from him. So she calls me on the phone, she's like, Alexandra, are you watching Fox and Friends right now? And I'm like, yes, mother, I am. Are you watching this guy, Eric Rittmeyer, on TV? He's fabulous. You gotta get him. You gotta get Tim involved with him because he's mental toughness. It's mental with mental because we forgot to say, but Tim was a former executive in the mental health field for 12 years.
Yeah.
So we're like, we gotta get these two together. We gotta hook them up virtual. I don't care what you have to do. You gotta connect them together. This man is fabulous. So I said, okay, Mom, I'm on it. Then one of Tim's very good friends, he was our writer, Michael Donaldson. He's instant messaging me. Oh my God, Alexandra, are you watching Fox and Friends? This guy, Eric Rittmeyer, is amazing. We gotta connect Tim and this guy together through God, through Hashem. Something's gotta happen. I said, I'm on it. Instant messaging Tim. Tim, are you watching Fox and Friends? Yes, I am. So what do you think about this guy, Eric? Yeah, he seems like a pretty cool guy. Do you want me to instant message him and connect you two? He's like, yeah, sure, why not? So as Eric was doing his interview, I was like, this guy is like probably thinking, what the hell is going on? So of course, I'm texting him while he's interviewing. And then after his interview finishes, he responds right away, which is amazing. And I said, you gotta connect with my candidate, Tim Baker. You guys have a lot in common, and it turns out that they do. They have mutual friends. It turns out that they live very close to each other for a long time. So it was like, as we say in Hebrew, it was beshert, which means it was soulmates. So since then, Eric Rittmeyer has been a big part of our lives. And he always says I'm apolitical, but we've kind of gotten him a little political. He's speaking at all these political events, but we got him involved with We Back Blue. Now he's a brand ambassador for We Back Blue, which supports the police, memorializes the fallen. We had him speak at #walkaway events, but he's just an awesome guy, and he is family. He really is family. Renowned author for The Emotional Marine. He's also auctioning off his book tonight. It's a signed copy. When we were at the We Back Blue in Dundalk, he sold out of all 15 copies that he got, because that's the type of man that he is, and his book is fabulous. I've read it twice. It's a great read. It's a great read, and I'm actually waiting for him to write his next book. Okay. And this guy, let me tell you something. You want to talk about news? This man's on Fox News, Fox Business, CNN, ABC, NBC, because he has a message that the American people really need to hear and enjoy hearing. And he's just an awesome man with a fabulous, fabulous personality. So without further ado, former Marine, author of The Emotional Marine, my friend Eric Rittmeyer.
You are awesome. So great. Alexandra, that intro, every time that intro just gets better and better and better. I feel like I owe her money for that or something.
I was going to say that you pay her more and more each time.
Exactly. And Chris isn't aware of this yet. I don't really know Chris that well yet, right? Because I kind of got thrusted into this, but he just told me he agreed to name his next kid Eric. So you're first, right? All right, guys. So look, like Alexandra said, I do still consider myself to be fairly apolitical, right? I'm a mental toughness guy. I'm critical thinking. I'm all about facts. I don't care who you vote for. What I care is what you believe in. We have a problem right now in Baltimore City. 50 people shot. 15 people dead.
Yes.
In the last week.
Last 8 days.
People want to talk about reimagining police. We need to reimagine parenting. Is what we need to
imagine. Amen.
That's where we need to work, guys. It's the lack of the family structure, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. The more involved I get in these events, the more I see the passion from everybody here who always welcomes me with open arms, right? I'm not running for office. I never ran for office. You guys obviously are very powerful people in your areas where you live. I love being a part of this. Every single event I've gone to, everybody is awesome. Everybody is cool. Here's the problem, guys. We're in the middle of a major pandemic because of COVID, obviously. We're also in the middle of a major pandemic, and it's because of hate.
Yes, that's
It's a hate pandemic for no reason. I don't care which party you affiliate with. We have got to stop allowing the media and our political upper class
Thank you.
to sow this hate and this division. They are hell-bent on trying to tear us apart. They're trying to put this confusion onto us. Why do they want confusion? Because they know confusion prevents clarity.
Yes.
If they can prevent clarity, they can prevent unity. And they are very, very good at that. It is driving me absolutely bananas that other people are supposed to tell us who we can like, who we can't like. They're telling us who we should be upset with based on who they vote for. Are we seriously that ensconced in our political bubbles that we can no longer differentiate right from wrong? Just because who we vote for? I mean, is that how crazy we are right now? Just because our political beliefs are so strong that we're so drunk in emotion, we're so intoxicated in emotion that we're incapable of logical thoughts? Because that's basically where we are from my view, from what I see. We become this nation that is so angry and so outraged for no reason, and it's tearing apart our cultural fabric. It's tearing it apart, guys, for no reason, and we're allowing that to happen. So me being fairly apolitical and me saying, okay, I'm just here to look at facts, we have got to fix the situation we're in right now. And we do this by sobering up our country, getting off of the emotion, because that's everything is fueled in emotion right now. It no longer matters what we see with our eyes, what we hear with our ears. All that matters is what we feel in our heart. And that's dangerous, guys. How can you possibly have videos of things that happen, seeing very clearly what happened on video, and you got people going nuts, going crazy?
I'm serious.
It's the lack of the family structure, guys. The one theme I love about all these things I see, it all goes back to the family. So I'm here to tell you guys, from a non-political standpoint, I'm trying to spread this word of get off the emotion, get on to the logic. You can separate the two. You can spread them out, but the issue is they're inversely related. So as you become more emotional, less logical, we're at the point now where logical thoughts are straight out the window. We have become a nation that's systematically desensitized to anger, to hate. It doesn't matter anymore. We just beat on people and yell at people for no reason because we disagree with them. How crazy is that? So here's what I think. I'm gonna leave you the stories, then we're running behind schedule. I don't want to take up all night because Alexander's back here like, shut it.
No, I'm not.
I'm messing with her.
I'm messing with you.
I always mess with her. In my world of mental toughness, I train on all kinds of different things, right? Systematic desensitization, critical thinking. One of the things I train on is called linear thinking. There's linear thinking and non-linear thinking. Linear thinking is ABC 1, 2, 3. Non-linear is no set path. So if somebody tells me, how do you bake a cake? I can give you a linear process for how to bake that cake. If I ask you, how do you fall in love? That's a non-linear thing, right? Our nation, Baltimore especially, needs non-linear solutions. And I'll leave you with a story that will perfectly encapsulate this. There's just real estate agents selling, doing great at their job. They're doing awesome. They're killing it. They're like, you know what? I'm going to go start my own company. So he leaves that company, goes downtown, finds a 3-unit building. All 3 units are vacant. He goes in, opens up shop in the middle unit. Everything's going great. Next month, his buddy calls, like, hey, what's going on? How's everything going? He's like, well, it was going great. But unfortunately, another real estate company opened up right next door to me, and they put a big sign out front. Lowest commissions in town. So I don't know what's going to happen now, but he's taking on my business. I'll talk to you later. A month later, guy calls back. He said, what's going on now? He says, you're never going to believe this. Right after that guy opened up, a guy on the other side, another real estate company opens up on the other side of me. Best agents in town. Puts a huge sign out front. Best agents in town. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be out of business. I don't know what I'll talk to you later or whatever. A month later, guy calls back. He said, what's going on now? Last time I talked to you, real estate company this side, real estate company that side, you're going out of business, what's going on? He's like, you're never going to believe this. I'm going crazy with business. I'm hiring new people. I got new staff. Everything's blowing up. And the guy's like, how did that happen? I don't understand. Last time I talked to you, there was 2 companies. They put big signs out front. He's like, yeah, I put my own sign out front. He said, what did it say? He said, enter here. That is the perfect... That is the, on a serious note, that is the perfect example of non-linear thinking.
Right.
We're not going to solve problems that we have right now with linear thinking. This is not an ABC correction. This is going to require something much more in depth. We cannot solve the problems at the same level of consciousness that where we created them. The people that created the problems are thinking right here, and the same people that created them are trying to solve them. This requires non-linear solutions, guys, that I see in every single one of you guys that have welcomed me with open arms. I'm not a rich white guy either, like Corn Pop back there. I'm not a rich white guy either, but I tell you what, coming out of the Marine Corps and having that camaraderie and knowing every time you meet another veteran, another Marine, you instantly connect. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, feel that every single time I come to one of these events, from every single person I meet. So I think it's our job to start reaching out, not from a standpoint of hate. We can't keep butting heads with hate, right?
Right.
Darkness doesn't drive out darkness, only light does.
Only light.
Hate doesn't drive out hate, only love does, right? MLK?
Absolutely.
Why are more people not quoting him in this day and age of all this anger? I don't see anybody quoting him. Read some of his quotes. That stuff was crazy, right? It was awesome. So I'm going to leave you like I leave everybody with my Lion King quote that's going to solve all our problems. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries, guys. No worries. Get off the emotion. And let's start showing people that we got love. It's warm up here. Come over with us, all right?
Okay.
You guys go out and win your stuff and make us proud. You got a lot of support from a lot of people. We got that silent majority thing going on. We're going to see you guys at the ballot boxes. So I'm relying on you guys to change this city. You're doing good things.
Thank you.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks for having me. I'll be waiting for this kid.